Hello, my beautiful Pisces. It's time for your weekly reading, May 8th to the 14th, 2021. I hope it's going to be a good reading. I'm going to do a different spread today. 3 cards for you that are about you, and 3 cards that are about what's going on currently, and 3 cards for the answer to your question or the advice for you to move into next week or the future in general. That kind of thing. Different spread for me, one that I have not done previously. So I hope it's fun, accurate, and good. I've been getting lots of positive emails from you guys. My email is below if you want to tell me anything or ask a question. Last week I did a question and answer video. If you guys want more of those, I can do that. Just send me your questions and I'll make sure I get that on the go. Oh boy, the King of Cups jumped out in the Aquarius reading that I just did. This was the first card in this position also. So these are going to be the 3 cards that are about you. Okay. So Pisces, you are a water sign. The King of Cups, this could be you. So this is usually Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, water sign. Very positive card. Passion, passion, passion. The King of Cups is passion personified. He's passionate about his kingdom, his family, his work, practically everything. He is just a passionate guy, which is fabulous. So he is a very good person to know. If it's you, you're a very great person to know. And I'm assuming it is you, whether you're male or female. I'm assuming you are this King of Cups, somebody who can is very approachable, is loved and lovable, somebody who's very warm, very giving, somewhat outgoing, a very special person, really a great person, the King of Cups. Judgment. So maybe you've experienced a lot of judgment in the last while, however long that may be, which has added an element to your personality. Maybe you're a very spiritual person because the Judgment card can be a reminder that we are spiritual beings and that we will go on. So maybe you are a very spiritual person. The Cups people, the water signs, are very, very intuitive and compassionate and have all kinds of amazing qualities. And sometimes they are very spiritual people. So that may be a part of your personality, or it may have had an effect on you throughout the years in some manner of speaking or another. You may have experienced certain situations in the past while that are where judgment comes to you, usually in a positive way. And so that is something that formulates the way you are and the way you perceive the world. So that could affect you. The Knight of Wands, a fire knight. Now this could be your spouse, it could be your child, it could be your best friend, but the Knight of Wands is very fiery and exciting and passionate. And not passionate the way you're passionate, but more passionate in an active way. Likes to get things done, likes to do physical things. Fire, fire, fire. Brave, strong, and charges into battle without tons of thought always, but this person could be very fun, very dynamic, very interesting, very physical. They just want to put everything in life into action. It's not the kind of person who's going to sit around. And this could very well be somebody who's had a great influence on you, which is something that has benefited you and created more of your personality. Or maybe you are just the King of Cups on one hand, but you also have this element to your personality also, which is a very powerful combination. This level of passion and this level of active, ability to put things into action together. This is one hell of a combination. So I hope that is the way you are. And if you are other than that, I'm sure you're also equally fantastic. And this might not be your reading because it is general, or it just might mean that, there's more to you than meets the eye in this reading. So let's see what's going on right now. That's the first time I've gotten these 2 cards today. This one I have gotten today. The reason I mention things like that when I'm doing readings is because it is amazing how often when I'm doing a bunch of readings, like these general ones, where the same kind of cards come up over and over and over again, and it's kind of like, I mean, most of the cards have repeated throughout. They're not identical, obviously. There are some cards that are different, but you would not believe how many cards I have not encountered today, and this is the last reading of the day. So 12 readings, and half the cards have not shown themselves at all. Because we do, as much as we're different people and different signs, we still have collective experiences, which is quite interesting. So temperance. Temperance is often a warning to tone things down a little, whatever it may be. Maybe that fire night influence is making you a little bit overly opinionated, or doing things that are too extreme, a little too much partying, or doing something that's a bit out there. So temperance likes us to walk the middle line. Temperance comes in to tell us to be more temperate and to not be so crazy, and to remember that there's a time and a place for everything. Or maybe you are going through a period of abstaining from something, and that's why temperance is here to qualify that and to give you purification and validation. Sometimes this comes up if you're on a fast, or you're not partaking in certain things for the greater good. I know even people who drink a lot will often have a cleanse, where they don't drink for a couple months, or sometimes it's somebody, going on a very careful cleansing kind of diet. Excuse me. And temperance will pop up. So maybe something like that is going on for you. Either it can come up as sort of a reminder to not overindulge on certain things, or it can show up when you are not overindulging to sort of validate those actions. Then we've got the Eight of Pentacles. Now, the Eight of Pentacles is actually a fantastic card. This guy is working hard. He is, working away, and you might not think that looks terribly pleasant, but he has perseverance. This guy is a determined, hard worker who will get where he wants to go. And that's what it looks like is currently going on for you. I think you're trying to juggle work and all the other things in life, which is difficult. And you might have that fiery side that wants to go have fun and do other things that aren't quite as boring and aren't quite as typical and regimented and mundane, and sometimes you feel like you're not getting where you want to go, but you are. So keep it up. You're doing well. Don't do the best you can to juggle it. Find a way. Be creative. You can do it. I think you're going to do very, very well here. I like when temperance and judgment come up together too. It's like two angels are coming in to have a little conversation, a little conference about what's going on and how well you're doing here. It's a very, very positive reading. The Hanged Man. Four of Cups and the Hermit. Okay, these two cards have been coming up a lot together lately. And it makes sense because both are about going within, finding your inner wisdom, for knowing what to move ahead with. So maybe you need to get in touch with yourself. Sometimes we kind of have to, well, my one daughter calls it sitting with yourself, almost as if it is like another person, like, because there's so much more to us than even we acknowledge always, and there's always new stuff to discover in you that is so fascinating and fabulous. So, really connect with that inner person. Sometimes the Hangman can be about sacrifice. So if you are giving something up or not partaking in something that you enjoy for the greater good, that makes sense that the Hanged Man would be here, but I'm guessing it's just to do with going within, maybe doing some meditation, reconnecting with yourself, finding your inner wisdom, tapping into your intuition, all those very, very important things. The Hermit does not necessarily mean somebody who's isolated, but because so many people are kind of isolated right now and not having their normal life, I do find that this card is coming up way more than usual. So there might be that kind of a component to it. Now, in these troubled times, sometimes we feel we don't have a lot of opportunities because our regular life is a bit derailed. But here's this fellow, he's bored, he's, dissatisfied, whatever. And he's got these 3 cups, which could mean any 3 things he's passionate about, or he might have far more than that in life. But here's something else, sort of off to the side, presenting itself, and he's not noticing, doesn't really care. He's in whatever, thought process he's in. But don't miss any opportunities. Think about this and just keep your eyes and ears open and pay attention, and don't ignore your great ideas, because those are important too. And maybe in your head you've got some things going on that could become something fantastic in life. Follow these passions of yours. They're very, very important. Clearly, you're a passionate person, and you will have things that you will love and get into, and maybe make the most of them. And sometimes it's a hobby. Sometimes it's something really gratifying that will make you better in every area of life. If you have something that you're passionate about, it could be painting, it could be doing some sculpture, it could be taking an hour a day to read a book. Anything that you're passionate about that's going to improve your life and make things feel different and better. So go within, seek some, solitude, and know that you are very wise and have all kinds of good stuff within yourself that you need to tap into. And you can actually, it sounds so weird, but you can learn so much from yourself. You actually know the answers, which is the best thing of all. The answers are right there within you. So remember that. Have a beautiful week. I'll be thinking about you. And if you have any questions about anything, my email's below. Feel free to send me one, and I will get back to you. Take care, enjoy, and I'll talk to you soon.